All right, here we go, guys. Jumping into another Amonkhet draft here. We've already fired, so got our picks pretty quick here. Neheb the Worthy, one black red for a 2/2 Minotaur warrior. First strike. Other Minotaurs you control have first strike as long as you have one or fewer cards in hand. Minotaurs you control get +2/+0. There's plenty of Minotaurs in this set. I've definitely been beaten with this card before. Is that better than Deemworthy? Deemworthy is really good, but I think we'll try the rare out here. It's a two-color card, but I like the two colors. This may be a bad pick, but this really in the format, I want to try out this rare and see where we go. So, next pack. Not super into this monument. The blue one and the white one have been pretty good against me so far, but this black one seems pretty mediocre. Not too backbreaking. The Ruthless Sniper is not bad. Can kind of just ping at stuff. Greater Sandworm is really good. Uh, Although, again, this early we've kind of committed a little bit to black red, although not too hard. That was only our first pick. There's not much good black or red cards in this pack, though. Unburden is fine. I think we'll take the Ruthless Sniper and see where we end up. This card's pretty good, so try that out. Scattered Groves is a fine pickup, but pretty far away from where we are right now. Limits of Solidarity, again, I'm not super into threaten stuff. We'll probably take a Cursed Minotaur here. It goes with our Minotaur Lord, and I've been pretty happy with this card. Again, not a very strong pack here. If we were a little closer to these colors, I would definitely pick up a Scattered Groves, but seeing where we're at, I'm not super into it. Yeah. What do we have here? Emberhorn Minotaur is fine. Besides the Minotaur synergies, this card's good. Thresher Lizard can be good, and if we're trying to do a little Hellbent deal here, I don't know that that's really a deck in this format, but it's something we could think about. Miasmic Mummy is something that I'm fine playing with, although I've been told by some of my playtest partners that it's not so good, so let's take an Emberhorn Minotaur here. Um, There is a Cartouche of Ambition and a Trial of Ambition. This is interesting. I wonder which one of these you would want to pick up first. I feel like the Trial of Ambition is pretty mediocre unless you have cartouches to use it, although I did almost get wrecked with this in a in a deck recently where they were, had me down to one or two creatures, and I really had to be putting out a creature every turn because they had a few cartouches to bounce this. So although I think I like the cartouche better to start off with, so let's do that. Hyena Pack is okay, but oh, Warfire Javelineer is pretty decent if you can get instants and sorceries into your graveyard. It does look like blue is a little bit open here, but I feel like this card is pretty good. This is maybe just a strong blue pack. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it looks like blue is kind of wide open here. No more black or red cards in this pack. We could take an Evolving Wilds and try to stick to where we're at. I think we've got a pretty strong deck here that will probably get a lot of playables pack 2 in. Although maybe we should start moving into blue because it definitely looks like it's open. I don't know what we do because either one we kind of have to dump half of what we have. So I'm going to take an Evolving Wilds here and try to hold the course. A little bit paid off here. I'm not super into a Doom Dissenter, and considering we don't have any removal really so far, Warfire Javelineer not included, we'll take the Splendid Agony, especially since it helps our Warfire Javelineer. Another pack with not much for us. I guess we can take a Grimstrider, although I'm not super into this card. Again, if we're going Hellbent, I guess like maybe that's a thing. Hopefully we can get something strong in this next pack here. Dormiting Voice is fine. I'm not super into a Scarab Feast. Looks like we'll be seeing if we play a Limits of Solidarity. It cycles, so it's totally fine. Not really into the Mana Leak split card or anything else in this pack. round this out. See what we can do in this next pack here. I would not say no to a Glory Bringer, that's for certain. We're not super strong here. I mean, this deck could definitely use some more power in it. Play a Scorched Desert, possibly. Like to be doing more powerful things than that, though, like I said. Those are not in our colors. There's another Emberhorn Minotaur here, an Unburden. Trial of Zeal is probably fine. 3 damage burn spell. And we have 1 cartouche, so if we can bounce this thing, I think I like it. Over the second Emberhorn Minotaur at this point, although again Emberhorn Minotaur is nice because it has some evasion, so when you exert it, I mean the exerters that get evasion I think are probably on the better end, other than obviously things like Glorybringer that kill things when they exert. But Insult to Injury, this is a card. Yeah, I think we will be taking that out of this pack. I don't want another Grim Strider, and yeah, this is a powerful split card, so this can really win games for you. There's another Javelineer here. How many instants of sorceries do we have? 1, 2, 3. Because yeah, there's not much else in this pack that I want to be playing, and Warfire Javelineer can be good if you can pump instants and sorceries into your graveyard, obviously. It's definitely looking like maybe we are in the wrong colors, like we're fighting for stuff here, but we'll see. Alright, so there's an Electrify, which I think we're going to take out of this pack. Again, these True Heart Twins are fine, but unless you have a bunch of other exerters, we have a few, but nothing crazy. I would not mind picking up a Pitiless Vizier and some more Cyclers, but Electrify is just a good removal spell. Need to pick up some more creatures here, definitely. we have the spells, but not the good beaters in this aggro format. So there is a Manticore here, which is totally fine. We could take a Sheltered Thicket, which I'm totally fine with, but I think, like I said, we need creatures, and a Manticore is totally playable, so we'll go that route. Okay. This Cartouche of Zeal is not fantastic, but it is cheap, and if we're beating down, which it looks like we are, it can definitely get in for damage, and if we can bounce our Trial of Zeal with it, I'm happy. I think I like that over a Miasmic Mummy at this point, and a Pursue Glory. Again, we're picking up plenty of spells. We need the creatures. A Soul Stinger will do it. I'm a big fan of the Stinger of Souls in this format. Brute Strength is playable, but we'll take the Soul Stinger. I guess we'll take a Minotaur Sure Shot out of this pack. It's a Minotaur, and this card's fine. Do we want another Evolving Wilds or an Unburden? Honestly, Unburden is mediocre, although it cycles to me. Maybe this card is really strong. It's definitely got me a few times. We'll take an Unburden over the second Evolving Wilds to start off with. Again, I want creatures here, but Minotaur Shepherd or Minotaur Sure Shot again. Wander in Death is fine, but need the beef. We want a Hyena pack. We have plenty of 4s. I'm gonna take Wander in Death. Another Scorched Desert. Full Art Land. Alright. Glorybringer. If I ever wanted one, it's in the air tonight. The slow roll is real here. We're 12 creatures, 10 spells. We're totally fine. We're gonna. I'm real good at calling Glorybringers. This is the second draft that I've done it in. Trial of Zeal is totally good again. With our two cartouches, obviously. And a Desert Ceradon, I've actually been a big fan of picking up a few of these because, again, the more beef you have up top, the more likely you are to just cycle this stuff. But we shall be bringing the glory. Destroy artifacts. Again, I think we're gonna. We have so many 4-drops. Do we want another cartouche here? I mean, we're at 13 creatures, so again, I want more creatures. But how good is it to just take Minotaurs in case we have the Neheb on the battlefield over a Minotaur? I mean, this thing's gonna deal 3 damage to a player, which is really nice. I think we'll take another Manticore here. It could have been incorrect, but as we get yet another Manticore. I think I want a Ceradon here to be able to cycle it early. It's a big old booty, and with the 2 sure shots, I don't know that I really want another one of those. Stinging Souls again, totally cool with that. We're gonna be able to sort of shape our deck into what we want here. I definitely wouldn't mind picking up a couple of solid 2-drops towards the end of this pack, but how are we doing on instants and sorceries? I definitely like the instant sorceries that we can cycle too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trial of Zeal. We have what, 2 cartouches once again? Yeah, I think I like a Trial of Zeal because it's just 3 damage for 3, which is totally fine. And again, if we get to bounce, and I'm like, oh, if we get 2 of these down and bounce both of them with 1, that's good. Again, it's yet another non-instant slash sorcery, but I like a Pitiless Vizier. Again, we're gonna have to shape our curve a little bit here, but it's yet another Minotaur to get pumped by our Neheb. So I don't think we are going to be ever running 2 Tormenting Voices if we even start with the first one. By 4, I have no idea what's up with this card, so let's take it for our sideboard. I don't know that there's a deck that we really ever need to be killing a bunch of sorceries with it, or sorry, artifacts with it. But I mean, if we see that deck, we will have the card for it. Do I want a Nimbleblade Kahenra again, or a Ceradon that we can cycle? I'm gonna go for the Ceradon that I can cycle. I think another cartouche in this deck obviously is going to be fine because with 3 of them and 2 Trials of Seal, we could be just shooting things out of the game, I don't know how to have a good I don't know if a good joke for that one. Sorry guys, drop the ball. I think that this deck ended up good. If it's missing anything, it's 2-drops, but we'll make it work. If we can finish the draft. If Magic Online will let us get to our last packs. Who knows? real excited to try and bring some glory. Had a glory bringer deck that we um, lost out on the draft with last night, so we'll try it again. Not really interested in any of these cards, so I guess we'll take a Temet Vizier. Do we want a Forest Hound? Not playing any of these cards. Maybe a Violent Impact, I guess. That's not the 2-drop I wanted. But we'll see if we get desperate. We can just be mono Scorched Deserts if we want. I don't think we're going to be playing any of them, though. Okay. We're at 31 playables currently, which means we gotta make a few cuts here. Where do we start? First of all, the question is, are we on the Warfire Javelinier plan, or are we on the mono enchantments plan of just bouncing a bunch of stuff? How many instant sorcerers do you have? Yet again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have a couple, but I wonder if we go like this. And then sharply cut this Tormenting Voice to start. Probably take this Limits of Solidarity to cycle. Cartouche, Splendid Agony, Wandering Death, Unburden. I don't know that we're going to be cycling too much, so I wonder if we cut that Sniper. This brings our creatures to a good count, like a good count that we don't really want to go any lower than here, I think, in this deck. And so I wonder if we take out a Wandering Death, although a Wandering Death to get back a Glorybringer is pretty bananas. Maybe we keep that Wandering Death in. Maybe we cut one of these cartouches. Maybe we cut this cartouche of Zeal. Yeah. And then we do it like this. Although maybe I want one of each. Because the other cartouche is cheaper, so it makes it easier to play Bounce a Trial of Zeal. Or, yeah. Still gotta make 2 cuts to this deck. Let's get this Unburden out of here. I don't need that nonsense. I think we need this Splendid Agony with our, I think between Splendid, I guess we have 2 removal spells, so yeah, let's get the Splendid Agony out of here too. And then we're at 24 here. Run it at 9-7. Yeah, Magic Online is crazy. Yeah, I think this deck could work. About to find out. I haven't had much luck in this format, to be totally honest with you, so far. So let's turn that around with yet another deck that brings some glory, I hope. Let's see. See you guys in round 1.